Hi Bruins! Today we'll be reading Pete the Cat and his 4 Groovy Buttons. And this book is written by Erick Litwin and the art is by James Dean. Pete the Cat and his 4 Groovy Buttons. Pete the Cat and his 4 Groovy Buttons. To Trey and Destiny, always be honest and give more than you take, and follow your dreams. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with his 4 big, colorful, and round groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much that he sang this song. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Oh no! Pop! One of his buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? How many buttons are left? 3! 4 minus 1 equals 3. 1, 2, 3. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My 3 groovy buttons. My 3 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 2. 3 minus 1 equals 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My 2 groovy buttons. My 2 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 1. 2 minus 1 equals 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My 1 groovy button. My 1 groovy button. Pop! Oh no! The last button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? How many buttons are left? 0. 1 minus 1 equals 0. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt. What do you think that he saw? He's looking down. No buttons. What do you think that he saw? His belly button. And he kept on singing his song. My button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. He's saying it's all good. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff comes and stuff goes. But do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing. Because buttons come and buttons go. The end. Bruins, I hope that you like this book. I want you to take a moment and think of what do you think that Pete the Cat is trying to teach us in this book. Let's see. Tap your brain. I think that Pete the Cat is trying to show us that sometimes we have things that we care for and sometimes we lose things, but should we cry? No, we could still stay groovy. I hope that you enjoyed this book, friends, and I'll see you very soon to read our next book.